Then my biggest noticeable difference between the newer Puma engine and the older versions on the dashboard is the heating, which is now present, and it didn't used to be.
Yeah.
So it seems to me to have been an afterthought to the Land Rover engineers, maybe.
But heating was always an afterthought, as I said earlier. That until very recently, the heater was an optional extra.
It was an option.
Yeah.
If you bought the car, you didn't get a heater automatically.
Not unless you specified it.
Okay.
But
England,
the English car industry's always been like that. You know, heaters used to be a luxury item. You just put on a thicker jumper. You know, I mean, you're talking to a man who drives a lightweight in minus 22 degrees centigrade. You know.
Yeah. With the windscreen down.
With the windscreen off. So you know, yeah, okay. No, heater? Yeah, okay.
Okay, just
so.
I think maybe that's the thing about Defenders. It's been stuck in time.
Well,
The design influences or whatever it was back then are still in place, even the way it's built.
Yeah, but they got it right first time.
Yeah, for the time.
So you know, and
you can't
75% of all vehicles are still on the road somewhere, in some shape or form.
Well, in 65 years, alright, they haven't managed to improve on it. Besides putting a new engine in for the emissions. And
but
the rest of
new
it,
engines have always evolved, because I mean, if you go back to Series 1, then we're talking about a 1600 inlet over exhaust side valve engine. Okay, we went from that to a 2 litre. We went from that to the 2 1/4.
Yeah.
Okay, diesel and petrol. We went from that to a 2.5 that got rid of the timing chain that we put a belt in. We went from that to the first turbocharged, which was Project Gemini. So that was the 200 TDI. So we went from 200 TDI to 300 TDI because we improved it. We then went to TD5, so we put 5 cylinders in, and we got rid of the injection pump. We didn't have common rail. We had injectors with their own little pumps fitted.
all separate. Yeah.
So all separate. And then we went to the 2.4 Puma, which is a transit engine, and then the latest incarnation of that is the 2.2 Puma, which has a diesel particulate filter.
It's cleaner.
You know.
So the power hasn't really increased.
Well, power's increased, but the amount of emissions stuff has also increased. So in actual fact, power to weight, possibly not.
Nothing much has changed.
Nothing really much has changed.
So even on the engine front, it's quite. But also the design of it. Normally, a lot of manufacturers evolve their designs, becoming more streamlined and sleeker, and the Defender doesn't have that.
But
the Defender is iconic.
Why do you need to change in the eyes of most people perfection?
Yeah, it is a tractor. It was designed for that.
It's a utility vehicle. It is not. It's not a car that people use for every day. It's not supposed to be a passenger carrying vehicle, for want of a better word. It's only recently that we've evolved as a luxury car manufacturer that we've started to put luxury fittings into it.
Yeah, but that wasn't the intention.
But that was never the intention. It was always supposed to be a utilitarian vehicle.
It's been described as a little truck. I mean, actually.
That's what it is.
It's designed to do a job.
Yeah.